All right, here we go. I gotta show you this too. All right, this is the old pulley right here. And I'll try to show you why I decided to get rid of it. But I'm looking at this new one and I'm like, man, I don't know if that's worthwhile getting a new pulley. But anyways, this one is starting to get old. It's starting to peel, preferably on the inside. I don't know if you can see that on the inside, but it is what it is. I just wanted to get rid of it. But anywho, flip it back on the other side. I don't know if you can see down in those. I'll pull it to the side. There you go. Down to the side, and you can see like some of those little grooves in there. It's not crazy. It's not crazy to the point where I feel like it's gonna fall off or whatever the case may be. But I just feel like that's one reason that the that is kind of abrasive. So as you go around, you see a couple of those little spots here and there. There's one, and I just felt like it was time. Also too, down in the actual holes, it just looks like there's a groove in there. Not sure what that is, but it is what it is. Just, you know, trying to make things new as I can come upon them and then kind of assess it and be able to do some change and get it done. But that area, it's just got a little bump there. I don't think it's anything crazy. Now you see that one, to me, that one is much smoother. Then I get looking at the new one. Look at the new one, and it looks worse than that. The old one is much more smoother than this one. This one seems kind of coarse. I don't imagine the coarseness means that it could possibly grip a little better to the actual belt. So it is what it is, but I just think that is really coarse, and my old one is really smooth. So maybe this will help it grip a little bit, do what we got to do. So that's what I'm at. I'm in the process of putting it back in there, and we'll go from there. All right, people, we back at it. Still trying to get this thing all buttoned up. We already put all this on, which I think I've already made a video, but I'm just informing you. We already put that on. I put my belt on. Everything back here is good. I'm just trying to tighten this belt. For those people that have air rods, like for instance, I have R-knot, and I'm able to see my readout so I can make it comfortable for me as the driver, obviously. When I'm on the bike by myself, I put it on 60. With the R-knot system, I'm gonna show you real quick. With the R-knot system, give me a minute. When you put it down, oh shit, well, there you go. When you put it down, you go up. And I'll let you see this. The readout is gonna go really slow, which means it's pumping up and it's coming up to the actual pressure. So it's gonna freeze like that, and then ultimately it starts reading up high and high as it goes up. So that's what it does on my system. I don't know what yours does, but it'll keep going up. And I normally take it up to about 80, or better yet, I get it to the point where it's not hesitating and it climbs really fast. So then I lower it down to 60, which is where I ride it. When I'm on it with my wife, I put it at 70. You know, matter of fact, I'm gonna split the two. Go up. And we're lowered right there we go. So we're at 65, 66, whatever. So at that point, what I'm gonna do is put this on the ground, do what I gotta do. So what I did was I tightened the nut back here to the point that it brings the belt, the very top of the belt. Like when you look level, it is very even with this line here at the bottom. By using my tape measure, I put it on the 2. But anyways, by using my tape measure, right on 2, that's how I know that I have 1/4 of an inch. So since my belt, the top of the belt is like right here. So I put it on my 2, and you can see that little line that I have about on the 1/4 is there, and then half. So with the deflection on my Road King, which is a 12, I don't know about any of the other ones, you can do what you got to do. It is from 1/4 to a 7/16. So let me show you this. Where's my pencil? So this line right here is 1/4. and this one is the half. So in between these two lines is 7/16. What I want to do, and what I'm thinking is, I want to put it on the quarter, and that way over time it's going to slacken up on its own because the belt is not going to be as tense. So I'm assuming, or I'm hoping, that over the period of time it'll start to get slack, and then it'll start to get more and more. So I'm gonna try to put it as close as I can to a quarter. You know, everybody has their own little measurements and this, that, and the other, and I just wanted to inform you guys of that. Also too, sometimes when you look at these videos, you think about people's knowledge. My knowledge is right here on this phone, and right here is what I got my measurements from, just to be for sure. Obviously, we know that the 16s and the 8s are all every other number, like 1, 3, 5, 7, and so forth. But I just wanted to make sure, because you know your life is dependent on you making these measurements to determine how well your bike goes. So do what you got to do. So now I'm fixing to do the deflection on it, and hopefully when I press up really hard, it'll at least bring me up to. And you got to get down a little bit to see that even. You can't pretty much stand over it. You got to see where you are. And I'm hoping that I get that deflection that is in there, and we'll go from there. I bought this device. It was about $12 off of Amazon, and that's the tensioner. Right here where I have this O-ring at the bottom, when you bring it down, that'll be 10 pounds of pressure, which is desired by Harley Davidson. So it is what it is. And after this, I can pretty much put on the road and see if I did everything correctly as to putting it back together. So this is that. I just wanted to inform you guys about how to do your belt deflection and this, that, and the other. I know a lot of people, they do it, but sometimes they don't get in depth, and I'm still kind of confused after it, but I'm hoping that this helps you. All right, here we go. So I got my little lever on 10 pounds. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Put it in there, hold it 90 degrees. What I'm trying to do is press it on the belt. I don't want to be at an angle. So it's going to be, it says 90 degrees, but I want to be 90 degrees to the actual belt. So it is what it is. So here we go. Let's see what we are. Let's see what we are. So right now we're even with that line. Actually, believe it or not, I'm pretty good right there. Matter of fact, it's right on the buzzer of the 7/16. It's right on the buzzer of the 7/16. As a matter of fact, let's do that one more time. One more time. Let's see. From what I'm seeing is, let me get my pencil. From what I'm seeing is, it is right here. When I push up with that 10 pounds of pressure right there. So what I'm trying to do, if anything, I want it to be within these two. I'll be satisfied within these two. That ain't bad. I like that. All right, I'm gonna come back with my little wing nut here, and I turned it, and I'm gonna turn it just a little bit. And let me tell you this too. When you're adjusting this, I think the range is 15 to 20 foot-pounds on this one. Set your adjustment, and then once you finalize it, you torque it to, I think it's 100. It's like a 95 to 105. And I like to put mine in the middle. You do what you want to do, but it is what it is. But anywho, I just turned it maybe 1/4 of an inch, and that's what it seemed like it'll get there. I don't want to overdo it, but when you're adjusting this, remember you adjust it at 20 foot-pounds because that's the initial, and then when you're ready to set it and you got it done, then you put it to 95 to 105. So here we go. Let's go back. Set my gauge again. Put it on 10 pounds. Where is it? Right there, 10 pounds. And then we'll try it again. And what I'm trying to do is get it as close as possible to this quarter. So over the time that is actually on the bike, I want to see it actually get, what do you want to say? I want to see it get to the point that it'll stretch. So right now, let me see. Let me get down. Right there. So that right there is roughly where I want it to be. We got the back axle nut all snugged up. We did 100 pounds for it, and we're good. We got our measurement here where we came in at a quarter, and everything's tightened up, man. I'm about to take her on a voyage to see if she's good and ready to go, but we look good. I put this up a little higher because the wife complained about her feet getting hot, so we'll see if that relieves a little bit of it. I don't know. This thing runs hot anyways, but we'll see where we are. We'll move to the next phase. So with that said, we pretty much got everything back in with that rear swing arm to put the belt in, and it's go, man. We're gonna do a little couple of things and it's go time. So. And look, we just pulled off on Nebraska and 75 right here in the corner. So it's Nebraska and Elmore, and we're looking good, man. My test ride seemed to be pretty good. Only thing I got to do now is adjust my my clutch, and we should be good. I don't see any leaks, and she seemed to be running fine. So we up and ready, man. It is what it is. She looking good. She feel good. I don't know. I might got a few more horsepower and a little more torque, especially on that new belt, because I know if it was slipping last time, it should be good to go. But hey, man, we looking good. She feel good, and we finna go back. We finna go back to the house, and we're gonna see what she do. But nah, man, she feel real nice. I'm liking it. Let's move.